Come one, come all, peasants, pheasants, lords alike, bloods of old and new, men of north, south, high and low. The people call, the people have awaited, and here we sit at the Exodus, Season 2. And what an exodus it has been. Season 2, episode 8. What a wonderful end. Tales of so many tales have been opened, unraveled. And here we sit, looking over the edge, awaiting in anticipation, hairs turning, standing. As we await the story to be told. Before we begin, I will let it be known that I am no expert. I will also let it be known that I have not read the books, nor desire the need to discuss what the books may tell. I am not an expert, nor am I a critic, film, book, or TV. I'm just a nigga that likes to watch TV. And the nigga that loves Game of Thrones and House of Dragon alike. So, here we are. Yeah. So I don't want to hear shit. Don't tell me shit that ain't happened on the TV. And we're just here to open and just talk and just, discuss this excellent TV show. So let's grab your muttons and your cauldrons. Let us gather at the table and let us feast. Shall we begin? Okay, so boom. We begin in Essos with Tyland, not Tywin, not to be confused. And he is sitting with the trio, the Tyrion, the triad, whatever the fuck that word is. And he's basically trying to get them to give him their ship so that they can break this blockade that Rhaenyra has on what the King's Landing, whatever. To break this blockade that has been starving King's Landing's people for the last however the fuck long. They like, nigga, look, we got monkeys, we got money. Like, we don't want shit you have, in all honesty. What the fuck do you have for us? You know what I'm saying? And they're like, matter of fact, give us the stepstones. He's like, why would you want that? He said, listen, do you want the... That's what we want. That is our price. He said, very well. They said, however, before we promise anything, the man that what's his name? The crazy motherfucker that leads our armada. Ain't nobody going nowhere unless he likes you, essentially. So you have to deal with him. And here comes this beautiful man who is a woman. I don't know. Listen, they gorgeous. He's like, you must best me, because I'm not sailing for anybody who can't best me. And he's like, best you, Tyland. He's like, best you in what? She's like, Nothing good can come out of this. So we leave them. We don't know what the fuck she's talking about. We get a beautiful shot of Aemond on Vhagar, and he's just overlooking this city that is in flames. I'm sure that he has burned to ash, and no context, no anything, no explanation. We just get a fly ass shot of him, you know, doing what he does best, just looking good and looking vicious. And I mean, who the fuck knows, in all truth and honesty. So we get whatever Aemond is up to, he's blowing off smoke, quite literally. We go over to King's Landing with Aegon still in bed. He's like, he talking to the maester. He's like, look, let me just get a couple shots of rum. Just to, you know what I'm saying? Just a sip. Just bring me the bottle. Like, I'm the king. What does a man have to do to get a little drink around here? The maester's like, sir, you can barely, if a smidgen of alcohol touches your withering face, I don't want to hear shit. He's like, hey, listen, what up? Let me get it. Then here comes Larys. He's like, look, bro. Every time he talked to Larys at this point, he's like, steal yourself. Aegon is like, steal myself. What the fuck now? He's like, nigga, can I just get a drink around here? Larys is like, listen, nigga, it's time to go. Your brother done left. He done burned the whole city down. Rhaenyra is 6 dragons up. I don't know what the hell finna happen, but I do know that you, baby, will be the first to go. So let's pack our things, get ready to go. He's like, go. He's like, go where? This nigga's like, go. He said, listen, I don't got played and fondled and fucked around this bitch so much. I'm not going nowhere. I'm tired. And if whatever is gonna happen, I'm just gonna stay right here. Larys is like, let's say you do get past Aemond. What the fuck are you gonna do when Rhaenyra, I almost called her Rhaenyra, when Rhaenyra and her 6 dragons come to rub their balls across your forehead? He looks, he's just like, well, I mean, bitch, we'll figure it out as we go. Larys is like, baby, I got money in Bravos. I got a cliffside manor over there. It's got a wonderful oceanside view. We could just go lay low until all of the dragon fire blows over. You have one leg. Look at you right now with your leg is kicked up. You are so. Would you like to continue to relax, or do you want the other half of your face to melt off? He said, he thought about it, and he said, nigga, doesn't matter. He said, do you know my dick doesn't work? Yes, it popped. In his words, it popped. I'm talking about, I can't piss without it dribbling down my leg. I'm lonely. I'm ugly. I don't have shit. What do I have left to lose? At this point, let the bitch come. Are you going to hold me while I pee everywhere? Was that something you would like to do? Then he's just like, listen, if you return when the time is nigh, the realm will rejoice in your name as peace will be brought in your name. He's just like, Aegon is like, you know what? Maybe you're right. They'll call me the realm's delight. I'm like, boy, ain't shit delightful about your face. Nonetheless, we leave off there. Then we get Rhaenyra running around the damn woods, still thirsty to death. Ain't no telling how long she been out here. She's finally come across some water. She tries along. That's all we get of her. Here goes Jace. He comes into the room, the table, whatever the fuck, the office room where they be gathering at. And he sees Ulf and what's his other name? The other guy, the bastards of the new dragon riders. They're gathered in there talking, chit-chatting, and you know, Jace is like, get your fucking feet off my mama table. And he's just like, and Oath is like talking to Oath. Oath don't have no decorum. Oath is like, baby, who the fuck are you? He's like, Hugh, is that his name? He was like, baby, that's the prince. And he's like, oh, excuse me. Jace is like, yes, nigga, excuse you. And, you know, Oath is just, he's paying it. He's just like, baby, we both got dragons. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're of the same blood. Look at your hair, it's so dark. And they say, we don't have we don't have blood of the Targaryen. Yeah. Jace is like, shut the fuck up. Don't you ever. Jace is like, who is this nigga? Hugh looking at him like, I don't listen. He's like, I'm just here to feed my wife back home. And Jace is like, don't you ever fix your motherfucking mouth to put me and you of the same sentence, caliber, pronoun. I don't give a fuck. What? Then he goes out to touch him. He's like, my lad. He said, don't you ever fix your hands to touch me. Do you know? He just got fed up. He was just like, matter of fact, if you lay around this bitch and don't steal yourself, as in Larys' good old words, if your ass is not ready to go get what my mama needs, you will be very familiar with the fibers of a noose around your neck if the fire of the dragon doesn't get your ass before I do. Just keep it cute. Very much the whole gist of that conversation was, I need you to keep it cute and go fly some laps on Silverwing and get your motherfucking feet off my mama table. All right, glad we could clear that up. So then we leave them. They have their wonderful conversation, and honestly, like, Ulf, baby, I hate to say it, but y'all, Ulf is just not gonna make it, y'all. Ulf is just, he's like, oh my God, you can't give, like, you just can't give some people, you just can't give shit. You just act like you ain't never seen shit, ain't never had shit in your life. And I mean, no, you haven't. But like, can you pretend you know? I don't know. Anyway, we go to the docks when Rhaenyra and Corlys are talking, and Corlys is like, look, girl, I'm not gonna lie, baby, you gonna have to, it's time to make a move. You got your pieces, you got everything you need, and I mean, what are we waiting for? And then she's like, I'm really just hoping, you know, Rhaenyra's like, I'm hoping that the thought of us coming down on them 6 dragons deep will just give them some, you know. And he's like, okay, Vhagar. She's like, Vhagar is 1 dragon. She's like, Corlys says, you're forgetting 1. And she said, forgetting who? Are you talking about? He said, yes. There was like, no, ain't no way in hell you think Helena is about to mount a dragon against me. Corlys is like, you do know. He's like, are we remembering who her dragon is? She's like, yes, that is a fearsome dragon. He's like, look, Aemond is crazy. Corlys is like, you're right. However, what you're not taking into account is the off-putting demeanor that is Aemond. Do you really don't think that he gonna throw her on the back of that big ass dragon? She said. You have a point. She said, Corlys said, baby, it's time. It's time to move. I said, okay. Well, she said, okay, well, I'll ready them. You ready your ships? She's like, what's the name of this ship? He said, the Queen Who Never Was. I'm like, nigga, don't try to honor your bitch now and renaming ships up there. That bitch didn't want no ship in her name. She wanted you to act the fuck right. Nonetheless, we're kind of seeing Corlys come and trying to have some sense about him, I suppose, in this episode, or just along this whole season after our good girl's death. Getting to see Corlys kind of unfold here. Now, We go back to Harrenhal, where Damon and Sir Alfred, who I guess Rhaenyra sent last. I think that's his name. Rhaenyra sent this man to come check on Damon, right? So he's talking to Damon, and he's like, "Look, Rhaenyra sent me. However, I think that she might not be who we need to be putting our money on. I think that you should actually, maybe you should take the reins on this whole Iron Throne, situation." And while they're talking, you hear they're in the fucking spook woods, the King's Wood, spook wood, and all the damn leaves talk about traitor. Damon said, "Did you hear that shit?" So Alpha said, "I don't know." He said, "Look, fuck all that nonetheless, can you come and get this shit in order, please? We need a man to do the job. We need a king." Damon looked him up now. He said, "What a turncoat you've turned to be." He said, "Listen, I'm here to see the good of my people, Anyway, Sir Aemond don't got no faith in Rhaenyra. He won't last long. We move. Aemond is walking in the halls with his fucking entourage, and they're like, "Sir, your people are hungry." And Aemond is kind of like, they won't be hungry if they die. So, they'll be fed. They just have to get through this. And he goes to see Helaena and his mama. And Aemond's like, "Oh, finally, sister, mother, hello. Helaena, I need you to come with me to Harrenhal." And Helaena is like, "What?" Alicent said, "Go where?" She's like, "Yes, I need you to get on Dream. What? I need you to get the fuck on that dragon. It's time to go." Alicent said, hold on." She said, "Hold the fuck up. I know damn well you didn't think you was about to come in here running around while you going and burning and pillaging villages. You're not about to drag my girl into this now." Aemond says, "Look, woman, I'm not here to talk to you." He snatches Helaena up. Alicent said, "Everybody calm the fuck down." So then they tussling. She's like, and they both looking at him like, he looking at them like, "Baby, I said it's time to fuck to go." Helaena said, "I'm not burning nobody." Alicent said, "You did." She said, look at you. What the fuck is happening?" Alicent, we don't know what the fuck is going on at this point. She said, "I need you to calm down." She said, "You don't went and burnt the whole city already. How far will you need to go to validate yourself that you will drag Helaena into your fucking treachery? Whatever the fuck this power trip is you're on, we need you to relax." Okay? Then Alicent is just like, "Listen." At this point, she goes to the Grand Maester and she's like, I need passage. And at this point, I'm thinking because before Aemond came in, she's just talking to Helaena one-on-one, and she's just like, Helaena is like, I wasn't this fucking miserable before I was a queen. And she was like, "Well, it does." Alicent is like, "Damn." She said, Alicent, she was like, "Damn, neither was I." Exactly, bitch. Alicent said, "Do you want to leave?" Helaena said, "Yes." Well, she didn't say that, but I'm sure she was about to before Aemond walked in. But Helaena could see the goddamn future, so she already knew she wasn't going nowhere. Nonetheless, Alicent goes to the Grand Maester after the whole rigmarole with Aemond, and she's like, "I need passage. I need passage." And I'm thinking she's ready to go. She was going to Dragonstone. Nonetheless, we don't get there yet. We go back to Tyland, and what's her name? Her name is Admiral Lohar. So him and the Admiral are tussling in the mud, and they having this fucking mud pit fight, and he wins. He has to beat her in this mud fight, and he earns her respect, and they go to have dinner. At dinner, she makes him sing in front of everybody, whatever. She claps maniacally, and everybody follows. And she's just like, Tyland. She's calling him Tire Iron, Tyland, Tyrion. She's calling this man everything. She's like, Tyland, you've proven yourself worthy today, honestly. You're kind of cute. How would you like to father my children? Tyland choked. He said, you want me to? She's like, yes. You're strong, you're valiant, you're handsome. Why not? She said, fuck my wives. He said, how many wives do you have? I'm just like, who is this bitch? Honestly, Tyland, you ate that. You ate that because her wives are probably fine. Nonetheless, their wives. I don't know. Please don't cancel me. Listen, I love me some them. We're just gonna call him Admiral. The Admiral wives probably fine as hell. Admiral, we love you. Honestly, I'm an Admiral stan at this point in time. We move. So now we're back at Dragonstone, and Jace is, giving mug as he does. And Baela is just talking sense in him. She's like, look, we know you're mad. I know you just need to stop projecting your bastard insecurities onto the other bastards. You are not like the other bastards. The queen actually is your mother. I need you to act like it. And if he did not have Baela, I do not know what this boy would do, because he is just so he's so fragile. She's just like, girl, she's like, without your dragon, you do know you're still a prince. Are we forgetting this one essential piece? That does matter. Nonetheless, he's just like, oh, but this, but that. He's just whining as he does. And she's like, sir, put on your fucking britches. Yeah, and act like you're heir to the throne. We just need you to act like it and take it. Seize it, as you will. You can't sit on the throne with no gusto, with no, love me some Baela. So now, then we go see goddamn Rhaenyra out shivering in the damn cold. Somebody please come save the girl. I'm begging y'all, please come help this girl. So now we're at the table with Rhaenyra and the bastards, and here goes Ulf once again showing his ass. He's demanding fucking birds and talking to Rhaenyra like he crazy. Jace look like he about to pop. Baela is like, ooh, like I really tried to talk some. And Jace is just looking at Baela like, bitch, I told you. Rhaenyra is like, listen, rigmarole aside, baby, I thought we was gonna be chill about this. We're leaving for King's Landing in 2 days. Well, not King's Landing, but we're leaving for the Essential Territories in 2 days. I need y'all to train, get y'all dragons ready. Ulf is like feeling himself. And at this point, I'm like, bitch, Jace is going to burn him once they get up on the motherfucking dragons. Jace is going to be like, you first. Yeah, you first. You and Silverwing, y'all just gonna have to pay it because you don't got on my motherfucking nerves. Rhaenyra is like, listen, first and lastly, you are going to act like you have sense at my table. She promised to make them knights. She was like, I need you to act like a knight. She's like, make me a knight. I said, the silent looks on their faces. Don't talk, please. Rhaenyra is just too nice. Oh, Rhaenyra. But these are fucking mongrels, if you will, off the fucking corner. So I guess we can't expect them to have decorum instilled in them, We move. Now we're back in Harrenhal with Damon. He in bed, and he in bed with the witch bitch, and she's like, I'm going to the Spookwood. He follows her. So at this point, they go to touch the damn tree. She's like, let me show you what's promised to you. And he goes to touch the face tree. And he sees the future, essentially. He sees Daenerys. He sees the dragon eggs. He sees the battle, I believe. And he's just like, and then he sees Helena at the end. So I'm like, who was the three? What I don't. They showed the Targaryen that is a 3-eyed raven at the beginning of the vision, and then Helena is at the end of the vision, and I'm just like, oh my god, like what the fuck is? Helena is like, you know your part. Period. Helena, you ate that. So then Helena is standing on the what you call it? The balcony, if you will, at in King's Landing, and Aemond comes back to talk to her one-on-one. And Aemond's just like, please, come on, like, we get it. Mama, she don't got no dragon, but we get it. We're here. I see you. You see me. Just come with me to Harrenhal. She's like, I'm not burning anybody. And she's like, why? And she's like, if I say no, what you gonna do? You gonna burn me like you did Aegon? She said, that's a lie. She said, I saw it. I said, oh. I said, Helena, you ate that. You ate that. She said, I saw it. You bind him, and he lives, and he will be king again. She said, what you say is treason. He said, if you kill me, it'll make none the difference. You'll be dead. He will rule. She said, he sits in a wooden throne. Girl, does that mean a wheelchair? She might be a little confused. You know, Helena be a little... But Helena be knowing what the fuck she's talking about. He tearing up. Helena leaves him in his sorrows. Helena. Stand up. Helena stands. We're in the comments. Period. Helena, you ate that. So Rhaenyra gets note from Sir Simon Strong in Harrenhal, because Sir Simon Strong is like, girl, they over here plotting on your name. Damon and old boy that she sent. So she takes Adam of Hall, and she takes her and fuck, what's the name of the dragon that Adam rides? Sea Smoke. Her and Sea Smoke go, and they're going to Harrenhal to see basically what she should have been done. She should have been left to come check Damon's ass, but Damon needed to go through this character development for the plot. We get here just in time. Damon has come to this conclusion. He's gathered his army, and she walks in. You get this beautiful shot of her walking up the steps, and she's talking to what's his name? I'm sorry, y'all, but I'm never gonna remember this man's name. She's talking to Simon, and she's like, you know, you got me stressed. Like, what's tea? And Sir Simon is like, you should have been stressed. Come, let's see. So she walks in the room. And Cyrax, she, I don't know if it's a girl or a boy. They sense like Rhaenyra's stress, and she's looking over, making sure Rhaenyra good. She like, girl, what's going on? She over top of the roof, like act accordingly. And Rhaenyra just looking at the room, like, okay, like, girl, where's my man? Damon walks up. He's like, ooh. He's like, how you doing? Wasn't expecting you here. Rhaenyra is looking him up and down, like, bitch, what you about to do? Let me know please let me know. She said, I'll gather my army and they pledge field to me. She said, but who do you, real loud, who have you pledged field to? He bows. Final motherfucking this man has some sense about him. He bows and finally bends the fucking knee as he should have. He had to go through all this plot like Damon. Like, please, can we just stand you? Can you let us just praise you? And for the plot, he had to go through it. He had to heal these wounds and these traumas. Now he understands. He's like, I've seen blood and ice and doom, and how somehow he must withstand it. And I am but the cog in your works, my queen. She like, you can just tell the look of relief on Rhaenyra's face. She's just like, if you ever leave, she grabbed his hand. She said, if you ever leave me again, it'll be the last thing you motherfucking do. He said, yes, ma'am. It's the fuck you should. Damon is back. Finally. We can start standing Damon again. I just love both of them together so bad. Anyway, so now we move on, and Corlys is talking to his first mate, or his other son that he never claimed, and he's basically telling him, like, you know, he's like, Corlys is telling his son, he's like, I don't know his name, forgive me. Y'all tell me the other son's name in the comments because he's so quiet. Yeah, I don't even think I've ever heard him say his name. So he's like, listen, you're leading these men, and you're just boring. You know, I need you have to have gusto to lead the men. I need you to act like you lead these men. He's like, yes, sir, whatever the fuck you're talking about. He really just wanted him to get the hell up out of his face. Corlys gets some gusto. He gets a little gall in his chest. He's like, I'm trying to help you. Oh boy, turn around. He said, help. I just bumped my knee. Help. Who the fuck? He walked up to him. He said, help me. He said, nigga, did you want to help me? When I was growing up, scraping up pennies, shivering in the motherfucking cold. Didn't know what the fuck I was about to eat. Was you trying to help me when you and your son draped in furs, tapestry, and yummy treats, nigga? When you walked smooth over me and my mama, was you trying to help me there? Hello? All right, the fuck then I will refrain from needing any help from the fuck you. Corlys is just like, ooh. I don't know what the fuck I did that for. I don't know either. He said, when we win this war, and if I'm the fuck alive, baby, it'll be the last time me and you have this conversation. Thank you. And seeing Corlys finally just come to really to terms with like, damn, I'm a piece of shit. Yes. Do better. Oh, God. Just seeing all of these people, like, seeing all of these characters have these, like, everybody is so flawed, and it's like everybody is kind of just avoid using their stance, or at least the royals are using their stance to kind of run from their own responsibilities of their actions. You had to deal with this shit, you know? I don't know. So seeing Corlys just really just, it's the look on his face. He's like, oof. Damn, I'm some shit. Ooh. Maybe I am some shit. You are! I'm glad you know. So Corlys is there left in his shame to wallow and cry. We move. So then we go, and Rhaenyra here, sheep stealer. She's running wherever the fuck. We're just, at this point, Rhaenyra's just in the woods. That's all we know. But yeah, we come to the best fucking scene in the fucking Alicent was asking the Maester for leave. I mean, for, you know, she was asking him for, bring the car around front. I'm finna go see my bitch. So Alicent goes all the way to Dragonstone to see Rhaenyra. Her night waking her up at her bed. She like, girl, what the fuck? She come down the stairs shook. She said, she looked around the room. She said, girl, what the fuck are you doing here? Alicent goes on her tangent. She goes on her monologue. She's just like, I was always envious of you and how you never cared and always knew what you wanted and I never knew what I wanted. Rhaenyra said, what the fuck do you want? Alicent is just like, I wish to leave all of this behind. I just want to live, and I just want to be free of all this burden of ruling and dub. And she said, Rhaenyra is like, girl, all of this is your fault. You just think you about to just wash your hands and be done? She said, go. She said, be fine, do that. Go, bye. She said, what the fuck did you come here for? Like, did you want my permission? Alicent is like, listen, bitch, I know you mad at me. But I feel like we can come to a better conclusion. She's like, Aemond ass is leaving in about 3 or so days. When he leaves, you come. Stand at the gates. I'll open the gates. My men will drop their swords. And The throne is yours. Rhaenyra said, you ate that one little thing. It's cute. Okay, but what about your son who usurped my motherfucking throne for me? She's like, girl, he can't do nothing. He can barely talk. He can't walk. He burned up to a crisp. He listens to me. Rhaenyra said, baby, I'm cutting his head off. Alicent said, she said, girl, you knew that. So Rhaenyra stepped back. She said, choose. Will you follow through or will you fold? We get this beautiful scene of like where the pain of their old love for each other and their friendship, and like we're really just seeing like them bear the pain of their decisions up to this point, the pain of their positions, and the pain of having to look basically a friend, a sister in the eyes and just be like, I have to take this from you, you know? And Alicent agrees. And she leaves. We see all of the armies marching from their points to the next. We see Otto Hightower in a cell somewhere, whatever the fuck that's about. We see Larys and Aegon. You know, they've left King's Landing already. And we see Rhaenyra has finally found fucking Sheep Stealer. And we just get these last two beautiful shots of Alicent and Rhaenyra. And we're just left here. And here we are. And we await. Beautiful exodus. Like, oh, God, it was so good at the motherfucker. Oh, seeing all of the things come to a head, all of the moving pieces. Everybody's just on higher. Everybody's high strung. Alicent is in shambles. Jace is ready to crash out. The only bitches that are really like sturdy in this episode were Helena, Baela, Mysaria, because she had to just really just let Rhaenyra know, like, girl, you have to be ready to do what needs to be done. But Mysaria is always just that backbone type of girl. And who else? I mean, besides that, everybody else is a fucking mess. You know? Rhaenyra just finally has some confidence about her. Damon is back. I don't know, like, it's just like such a good cliffhanger. Oh, God. Ulf has to go. Ulf has to die. Corlys has to die. He has to come he has to come to terms with his sins, and his death will be the only thing. He has to be with old girl. He has to be with her. Oh, God. I don't know. Here we are, you know, and we await for another 2-3 goddamn years. I might just read the book, y'all. I don't know. I can't. My chest, my heart. So beautifully shot, beautifully. I'm talking about that last scene. It was so painful for them to both look each other in the eyes and really just fully bear the weight of the choice that they had, the price that they have to take and pay. Oh, God. Oh, beautifully executed on all fronts. So, in a perfect world, Aemond leaves, Rhaenyra takes the throne, whatever. My thing is, Aemond will come back to that. What happens when he comes back? Aemond is going to come back to King's Landing with Rhaenyra sitting on the throne, and he's going to burn all that shit down. So it's just not, I'm sorry, like, Alicent might have to die too if Aemond catches wind, Alicent just might. We'll see. Aemond has to go. He's too vicious. He's too cunning. He's too ruthless. He does not care. He is going to throw any bitch. He don't give a damn who. He don't give a damn if you his mama, grandmama, girlfriend, sister, cousin. Your life will be of great cost to the crown. But in his mind, he's doing what's best for the crown. It's like, oh. Can Damon and Rhaenyra just rule? Finding out that Daenerys is indeed a descendant of Daemon and Rhaenyra is so just like, it just brings me solace, but it also does reinforce the reminder that all of these bitches are about to die. So, somebody got to survive to birth these children to then bring us Daenerys Stormborn of House Targaryen. Oh, that's my bitch. Who knows what awaits? We await the warmth. We await on the outskirts of the warmth of the fire, only to get a glimpse into the flames, to see what may be beyond. Looking at us. The season has ended. We'll see where we are in 2 years. And hopefully it'll be worth the wait. Let me know what you guys thought of the last episode in the comments. Let me know what you guys think awaits us and who do we like at this point? Who do we know? But I want only educated guesses. If you know who is going to die, don't shut up. I don't even want you to zip it. Quiet. Who do we want to get? Who do we want the fuck gone? I want Oath gone. I don't want Corlys gone, but I feel like it would be a very peaceful, kind of full circle moment. He has to bear the weight of the loss of his woman, his transgressions as a shit father. Hopefully one of his sons comes to terms, and I think it's going to be the one that doesn't speak as his heir. Like, the pieces are going to fall into place. And then I feel like however it happens, it will be a full circle death for him. Who else do I want going? Aemond has to go. Alicent might have to go. Do I think that's going to happen season 3? No. Who else has to go? Knight Dumbass, he has to go. I'm so sorry, y'all. He just has to go. He in the woods sniffing Alicent's handkerchief, and he's just like, listen, baby, we're just dust under the dragon's feet. Honestly, at this point, we're just here just to make sounds on the ground while the real war, is determined in the sky. He doesn't give a fuck. He's come to terms with it. He's like, yes, I fucked the queen. I don't care. Yes, I fucked your sister. I don't care. Do it. He's like, cut my neck right now. He's like, do it. Do it. Exactly. Because we're going to fucking die anyway. He has to go. He's out of it. He's checked out. He's talking about, she is the fire that guides me. Bitch, you don't follow no fire. Talk about you always scorned by a woman. Shut up. Nobody give a fuck. Get him the fuck out of here. Who else has to go? Sir Alfred. No. Was that Sir Alfred? Whoever Rhaenyra, I think that was Sir Alfred, no? Yes, Sir Alfred. He has to go. You turncoat. I'm surprised Damon didn't chop his head off right there. Or at least when Rhaenyra came back to see to Harrenhal. Sir Alfred has to go at some point. Damon, he has to handle that because he gonna handle that. Damon don't play about bitches, getting finicky and funny on him, or at least on her. Now that he don't got steady, he gonna handle business. Damon, don't piss me off. Get the nigga out of here, please, immediately, quickly. Can't stand a weak bitch. As far as right now, them the only ones I don't like. I like the Armada captain. I like Corlys' son, the quiet one. I like who's new? I like Hugh. I like I mean, I really like. Only one I dislike on Team Black is Ulf, and I'm not very fond of Jace, but I don't dislike Jace. I just want him to grow up. Once Jace grows up, he'll be perfect. He has the gusto, but he just has to get past his little insecurities as a bastard. Baylor was like, nigga, you think you the only you think you the only one that don't have it too? Shut up. Get over it. A crying prince. Nobody cares. You're a prince. Act like it. Allison has grown on me. I love this full circle moment for Allison and her just really just kind of growing some. Because if we're really talking about it, Allison really has just been drugged back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Just like you just done whatever whims were demanded of you, like whatever was expected of you, you just did. You never made a real decision in your life. You kind of made the decision and then you tried. Now you're trying. And then at the back end of your decisions, like you trying to mend them or like, you know, reel everything in. But bitch, you created this chaos. No, like it's time to just have some chops about you. So I love that, you know, Allison has come to this point where it's like, okay, I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do because y'all gonna chop me up and eat me up and I'm gonna be fodder. I'm gonna be dragon fodder at some point anyway. So it's like, bitch, I'm gonna at least try to get the hell up out of here and do something, make something shake. Allison, for the first time, has turned into a real bitch after seeing, you know, her poor Dizzy daughter get tugged back and forth. I think that shook something in her. Just like this, y'all done ran Allison over the edge, child. Poor baby. Damon is back. We love that. This is gonna be great. I'm just rambling at this point because it's just like, ugh. I'm gonna go watch the episode again, in all honesty. In all honesty, yeah. That was it. Here we are. So we wait. Until then, much love.